Hey everybody, this is Austin Hill Shaw, founder of Creativity Matters and author of The Shoreline of Wonder on Being Creative. Today is Sunday. It's about 6:30 p.m. We're in early June in this wonderful time of year, this push towards summer solstice. It's been an interesting last several weeks. May was pretty gloomy in the Bay Area just because I think it was heating up in the Central Valley, and when that happens it kind of starts to pull in the marine layer over the Bay Area, and we were kind of in a fog and a wind for a lot of the time. But today is just this glorious, beautiful bluebird day, and you can see we're looking south right now out over the city of Oakland, and I'm right on the border between Oakland and Berkeley in a place that has a lot of significance, because if you look at all these beautiful homes out here, you can see 3-story homes, 2-story homes, beautiful homes perched on this area. And all the homes that you see over there were actually destroyed. Those actually are all new homes that were built after the fire of 1991, what they called Firestorm in Oakland. And I was actually here at the time. I was 20 years old, and I guess I was 21 years old. 21 years old at the time, woke up, looked out the window, and the sky was this really strange color, orange, a color I'd never seen before. And I went out to the front and looked up in the hills, and there was just fire everywhere. So I actually had to pack up my car and leave. And several weeks later, I think it was around Halloween, I actually took my bike, the same bike that I'm riding today, up into the hills and just rode around in the devastation. And what you would see were some houses that were totally intact with maybe just some scorching on the hedges, and then right next door you'd see a house that was totally destroyed. Just little, maybe even concrete steps leading up to nothing. It was so strange. And to see kind of the seeming randomness of the fire. You know, sometimes the fire, there'd be a hot spot and it spread out like fingers and take out areas as it went down the hill. And so when it comes to thinking about creativity, one of the things that you need to understand about creativity is that its paired opposite is destruction. Whenever anything is created, something else is destroyed. For example, as a designer, if I'm designing, say, a deck for somebody, and I specify that it's going to be a redwood deck, well, I know that that's going to be a certain tree somewhere is going to lose its life. And so this is not something to be taken lightly, but nor is it something to be ignored. Whenever we create something, something also is destroyed. And one of the things also that we need to get over when we're working with creativity is our own fear of our own mortality. I mean, it's one of the things that kind of rules our lives, either very consciously or subconsciously, this fact that we're not going to be here forever. And that's something that's difficult for us to grasp for a lot of us, and it's a pervasive fear. You know, how can we extend our seeming mortality or sense of security in that great unknown, which is death? But from my point of view, is that the more that you embrace your life, and the more that you lead it fully, and the more that you lead it creatively, the less you fear that moment where you exit this world, at least in the form that you're in right now. So it's always a great reminder when I'm moving up to this area. I mean, there's just these beautiful homes all around. And of course, I love architecture because I work as a designer. And so it always gives me great ideas. And I can just see the break where the historic houses were, and on the other side where there's the more contemporary houses. And still to this day, there's empty lots that you see. You'll see just pieces of foundations that were left over. So the relics of that calamity are still here. And so it's a great reminder of impermanence. And also, one of the other things that I just noticed when I think of impermanence, I just think of the beauty that accompanies it when you really recognize that this is finite. And it makes a day like today, I mean, it's magnificent. I mean, I could see big cargo ships out in the San Francisco Bay over there. I could see the lights on the city and the buildings in downtown Oakland. I can see the lighting on these trees, the redwoods and the live oaks, and even some of the plants that are going to come in from other places, such as the eucalyptus, which is certainly a plant that came over from Australia but has really taken over here. And actually those plants caused a lot of problem, because when the fires hit, they're almost like fire bombs. They heat up and they just they're like explosives. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you. The other thing about this time of year, which I really love, is that there's a lot of what we call yang energy. You know, we're moving, at least in the northern hemisphere right now, towards summer solstice. So there's just a lot of energy. You can feel it. It's late spring. There's a lot of movement. And this is a time where I'm really trying to get some things done. Because I know when I hit summer solstice, we're going to start moving back towards shorter days. And you can feel that energy. And it's a time to be more introspective. So for right now, I'm extroverted, I'm going out and doing things, I'm making things happen, and I'll know that there'll be a time to rest too when summer solstice hits and we start to move into summer, and of course fall then winter. So anyways, this is Austin Hill Shaw, founder of Creativity Matters, reminding you to connect deeply, to make a difference, and to inspire creativity in others. Thank you so much.